This is a love reading. Ooh, they want something emotional. And I see strength and confidence here. They want someone to be confident about how they feel. And we have the sword here, so it has to do with truth. So this is somebody who wants to be sure that somebody feels the same as they do. Strength and confidence, kindness, compassion. Could be somebody who wants forgiveness, maybe for not being emotional or telling you how they actually felt with truth. Oh my goodness. What does this person want to happen between the two of you? The person you're thinking of, abundance. Yeah, they want abundance. They want to come together. Oh my goodness. The grapes are all about abundance. Oh, it all has to do with somebody here who maybe, see, all the emotions are inside the cucumber, right? The emotions inside, the watery stuff. This is someone maybe a little prickly on the outside. You get it? I see, I see. I decided to use these cards because they're quite, I haven't used them a whole lot. But let's take a look at this. What does this person want to happen? Transition. They want to come together. See, it's an 11. As someone who wants to get together, they want some kind of transition change. Now, this is kind of like the Six of Swords. Look, there's a candle. I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone holding a little bit of a torch, but it's about lighting this path, light at the end of the tunnel. It's all about clarity and this truth and victory. See, somebody here kept their feelings to themselves. They should have told you the truth. It's possible this person has a lot of abundance. But it has to do with, I mean, the grapes, it's ripe for the picking, right? The transition coming together. This is someone holding a bit of a torch, but it's lighting the path. See, there's light at the end of the tunnel. There's some sort of truth here. Yeah, it has to do with communication. It's someone who wants to come together, too, and have some sort of conversation. Look at two peas in a pod. So this is someone who's seeing this energy of the peas in a pod. And I don't know if you're familiar with that term, but that usually means two people. There's some sort of connection. But it's about talking, communicating feelings, showing your innermost selves. So it's the light at the end of the tunnel, clarity, truth. This person's determined to speak some kind of truth. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little forgiveness here. Yeah, see, victory, truth. There's the victory. This person wants victory with you, and it does have to do with truth. I mean, it could be someone coming up with an idea, but it has to do with someone who kept all their feelings in. Yeah, they kept their feelings to themselves. Why? Because I'm seeing abundance, a lot of emotion again, a lot of feelings inside, overflowing emotion, but it has to do with financial abundance here too. And it has to do with something this person's learning, some sort of transition time in between, but they definitely want to get together. Yeah, there's light at the end of the tunnel here. This person's determined to have a victory. Yeah. See, it's kind of like the Four of Cups in a way, except for it shows. We all know the cucumbers are a little bumpy on the outside, right? They're kind of like, it's like somebody who's a little harder on the outside, a little softer on the inside, much more emotional internally than they let people believe. So the emotion. Yeah, this is someone ready to manifest here. They want to manifest this. Yeah, it's all about communicating feelings and emotions. This is someone ready to manifest something new. Yeah, they have everything. See that, and it's also some sort of truth. They have everything they need, or they see you that way. See, it's abundance, truth. I feel like this is somebody who's maybe financially stable or quite comfortable here. Tell me about the strength. Oops, there we go. Yeah, so it's about reaching out, whether or not you're going to reciprocate. See, truth. It's about giving and receiving, hoping you feel the same. See, this is somebody who felt uncertain. But it all starts with an original communication and what they were trying to manifest. Yeah, see, it's an energy of confidence, forgiveness. This is somebody who maybe wants forgiveness. But see, they were taming that beast within themselves. See, it's not, this is somebody maybe wasn't sure you felt the same or what your intentions were. But again, confirmation, strength. Forgiveness for not responding, replying to a message or communication, or just not sharing their feelings, not sharing their emotions. See, harmony and balance, abundance. This is someone who probably wants to make things right. Because it was something maybe wasn't fair. There was a lack of balance. But I feel it has to do with this person. Something to do with justice and harmony. It's about making something right. Somebody didn't come in right. Like I feel they were just kept all their feelings to themselves. Why did they keep their feelings to themselves? Overwhelmed with emotion. Yeah, they're seeing somebody here. Somebody who has a lot of abundance. See, this is what they're seeing. This person may have felt that they weren't worthy in some way. Yeah, it's also an energy of single. Someone who's single. Maybe this person wasn't single at the time. But it has to do with someone who takes care of themselves. Someone enjoying the fruits of their labor, reaching out. If you are a feminine energy and you were ready for something new, maybe you were manifesting this person. Maybe they didn't reciprocate for some reason. Often it's newly single too, because the Empress speaks of new, healing, somebody who's kind, compassionate, nurturing, caring, somebody who's very balanced. See, this is someone who probably didn't see something because of the victory. Ace of Swords energy. They're kind of going, aha. Yeah, the Emperor. See, this is someone full of a lot of abundance himself. They may have been worried about maybe intentions here. Tell me about the transition. Yeah, things happening very quickly. See, communication coming in out of the blue. This is someone who wants to make this right. And it's either... And I feel like it's all, maybe they didn't come in right. Because it has to do with giving and receiving. Now with that, maybe this person ignored you or rejected you, or they felt that you were going to. So they kept all their feelings to themselves. But I wouldn't be surprised if both of you did with this energy. See, not sharing your feelings, not... Yeah, because it has to do with two people being confident. See, that tells me a little lack of confidence, but someone's now feeling more confident. There's been some sort of transition. Yeah, this person wants to communicate truth. See, truth, honesty, integrity. They've learned something here. Something about this harmony. Someone who's just right. It's possible this person felt you weren't right for them at the time. But it's like neither one of you actually shared emotion. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the feminine reaching out. Did you know some sort of truth? Did you know this person was even single at the time? Interesting. Tell me about this King of Swords. Yeah, there's truth. I feel there's truth, transition, time in between, talking, communicating. Somebody here, busy times here. Feeling a little emotionally overwhelmed, some sort of truth. Yeah, it has to do with that attraction, the one. Someone may have felt you weren't the right person for them at the time. But the interesting is they've changed how they feel. They've learned something. It's something to do with themselves. Tell me more about this King of Swords. Yeah, see, it's an energy where someone felt something wasn't in their best interest. Or that maybe you weren't as interested in them as they may have thought. I don't know. Or for the right reason. See, this is learning. This is somebody who has often strict, very structured. Maybe they have a protocol, but it has to do with communicating. It could be someone who come across as a little cold. See, the swords up. Something come in very quickly, suddenly. Now, this person may have been going through some sort of transition. It's possible this is someone who, possible they were going through a divorce or a breakup of some kind, but they have a lot of abundance. See, they see truth. They see someone with a lot of abundance. It's like it's too good to be true. So the sword's up. The star. But it has to do with mutual feelings, communication, something mutual. Oh, yeah. See, the house, the home, This is someone who has a house, home, they have everything they need. And I feel like maybe yourself too. Or someone here, not sure if someone has good intentions. But there's some sort of victory here. There is definitely a physical attraction. It has to do with choosing the one. So someone learned something. The one. Victory. Truth. They're going, aha. What the heck? Yeah, see, someone's speaking truth. That could be someone who's enlightened to this person, telling them the truth. Somebody here maybe should have told you that they were very well off, or, you know, it's an Emperor energy. But it's like they're being enlightened about yourself. So there's some sort of change and transition. Now, it could be someone who didn't respond or reply, you felt rejected or ignored, but it has to do with this opportunity. This person may have been moving, relocating, very busy. It could be where they actually missed a message, because I'm seeing some sort of truth and enlightenment here. Some sort of victory. Yeah, it's about two people coming together. Yeah, I'm going to tell you the truth. There's an attraction here. It all has to do with communicating. How two people communicate. Truth, victory, intentions. What two people's intentions are. But I wouldn't be surprised if someone's telling someone something and they're kind of being enlightened here about a truth. It's all about a lot of talk. Maybe even other people talking. And it's interesting too, because... Did I see that? No. I just get this vibe that someone wasn't even sure someone was single. Yeah, see, it's kindness, compassion, caring. Somebody finding out that someone actually cares. Transition. See, this changes everything. This is someone, if they would have known then what they knew now, things would have been different. So, see, this is someone, what this person wants. They want to have this victory. But it's all, and I do see this spark, this attraction, this idea. This person could be reaching out to people for ideas as well here. Tell me about the Emperor. What does this person hope to achieve? What do they hope to achieve? Victory. Truth. Oof, enlightenment. Yeah. Tell me more about that Ace of Swords. Yeah, you can see it's a victory about coming together, getting together. This is somebody who, the truth is someone who maybe should have told you the truth. They may have just cut someone out or ended something. It's very possible, but it's about coming together, going down this path. See, it has to do with truth about this path. Did you cross? It's about crossing paths, coming together. You know, I got a feeling here that this is someone that you... I mean, I see someone open, someone who's single, available. But it's about how someone's feeling. It's about how you feel. Queen of Cups, kindness, compassion, someone waiting for someone to reciprocate. Waiting for communication, transition. Something's about to change, but again, there's that too, the path. Someone's learned something. Could be, maybe you've told someone you already forgive this person, or that you had feelings, or maybe even loved this person. They're finding out truth. This is something, if they would have known then what they know now. All these emotions kept inside. Yeah, see, it has to do with being on the same page. Lifestyle, history, the way someone conducts themselves. See, looking at someone's history, their lifestyle, the way they live their lives. I feel like this is somebody who was either in transition, coming apart from someone. There's a busy time. I see transition, moving, relocating to possibly to a new home. So this is someone who may have just come apart from someone here, and it's possible they should have told you a truth. Or it has to do with their history. It's the way someone's conducting themselves. They're seeing something they didn't see. Someone kind, compassionate, nurturing, caring. Finding out someone actually cares. Somebody with good morals and values. See, something they didn't see. Yeah, see, moving, relocating. There's a transition. Some of you, I'm going to tell you, this is a person who wants victory. But it's like they've been sitting on the fence here. It's like that in-between transition. They're in between relationships or some kind of time in between, crossing paths. They're taking a little pause. See, there's the aha moment. It's filling in the gaps here, looking at things from a whole different perspective. See, now there's light at the end of the tunnel. Someone was busy moving, relocating, going through transition, possibly coming apart. Maybe they were it looks like they were in some sort of commitment. But it also has to do with seeing something differently, somebody with good morals, good values. The way someone conducts themselves, independent, they take care of themselves. There was definitely an attraction. They look good. They like what they see. See, it could be where you just checked each other out and nothing happened too. But someone's feelings were welling up inside, you know. This is how they were feeling. But they're seeing an Empress energy. Yeah. Everything they could ever want. See, manifesting, mirroring. And I wouldn't be surprised there's a little mirroring. There's things that you may have in common, mutual, something in common. Something that they're finding out that you have in common. Interesting. What could that be? What is it that you have in common? There could be mutual friends too. See, advice, people giving advice, speaking truth, clear, decisive communication. Yeah, see, it has to do with this King of Cups. It has to do with this person, how they were feeling, but they didn't communicate it. So it's all about this person should have told you how they felt or that they were in love with you. But it's about coming together, going down this path together, getting together. They want to get together with you. Something to do with the house, a home, very much family-oriented, a home. I wouldn't be surprised somebody was moving and relocating or going through a divorce. It's all about this truth, telling the truth. See, someone's finding out you're speaking truth, if it is yourself here. But it has to do with love, a bond, a connection, that someone's attracted. See, someone's finding out that you're attracted. If you told somebody you were attracted to this person, I'm going to tell you, see light at the end of the tunnel, seeing truth, clarity. It's possible this person maybe felt you were out of their league, or at the time the situation was out of reach, but they're going to communicate. Someone here didn't communicate how they felt, how or what they wanted here. And look at that, see waiting, see waiting. I feel you're either waiting or they were waiting for something here. But this is about expansion. Someone expanding the horizon, something that they've learned. Maybe that you're still waiting for them to reciprocate. I wonder if this is someone who's been just sitting on the fence here. This doesn't have to be something from a long time ago, that's for sure. Yeah, it's about taking control. See, this is somebody here kind of put on the brakes a little bit here, taking another look. See, staying in control of their emotions. They're not ruled by them. This person has maybe, see, learning something, schedules, routines, structure, lifestyle. They were going through transition. But it has to do with this Chariot. Taking another look, seeing things from a different perspective. Could be you just checked each other out and nothing happened. It all depends who you're thinking about. They want a victory. This is the victory lap. See, navigating their feelings, charting the course, staying on course. But it's an energy of finding out maybe that you were waiting for this person to reciprocate. But it's what they're learning. If they would have known then what they know now, see, they would have just moved. It's about coming forward. It's like this person wants to see you. It's wanting to see you. Six of Swords, transition, visiting. They want to come together. This person wants to see you. They want to have a conversation. It's everything they could ever want, that realization. Yeah, wow. This is someone at some point maybe put on the brakes. It's possible they felt the ship has sailed. Maybe it's too late. But I feel more it's like just this energy of expansion, this situation coming to fruition, because it has to do with the stars is about navigating feelings, emotions. Try not to let this is someone who's learned the hard way, school of hard knocks, will not let their emotions get to the best of them. The Emperor is often not very emotional, especially when the Hierophant's there, very neutral kind of energy. Interesting, but it's history, lifestyle, the way someone's conducting themselves, checking things out. But there's this little introspection, this little aha moment. See, this is someone who now learning, seeing the bigger picture. Someone getting ready. See, somebody maybe wasn't ready to get themselves out there. They weren't ready to put themselves out there. And I feel it's almost like we have one person here who's ready to get themselves out there. The feminine energy, someone who's single. But it's manifesting, mirroring. There's something mutual between the two of you. Seeing the bigger picture, the truth, happiness, emotional fulfillment, filling two people talking, communicating, filling each other's cup. Yeah, putting in effort, something to do with work, working on a house, home. Someone here who's a perfectionist. Somebody wants to, it's an energy, they think you're perfect. There's people here who think you're perfect for each other. Because I'm seeing advice, someone telling someone, just tell them how you feel, tell them the truth. And I feel this person's learning. See this physical attraction, the spark. This is that candle. Where was that candle? Right here. See, someone holding a bit of a torch. Someone's holding a torch here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is if whoever this is you're thinking about. And it doesn't have to be something a long time ago either here. But I'm seeing how someone checking someone out, seeing how they conduct themselves, the way they behave. Person who works, they take care of themselves. That's a person who's single. But it's someone who's ready to get themselves out there. This is someone who wasn't quite ready. It's almost like the paths that you're both on. It's about coming together, being in alignment. See, it's like someone who felt it was too good to be true. It wasn't meant to, it isn't meant to be, couldn't be. You know, there's no way this person likes me or could feel that way about me, or they're not attracted. But there's an attraction. There's all this woulda, coulda, shoulda, and all this hope and this desire. There's a lot of desire here. Manifesting desire, connection, communicating. There's something about the original communication. Tell me more about this Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is someone here definitely generally is confident, brave, bold. But you can see they kind of put on the brakes. They're taking another look. See, looking how, maybe how you would feel or how they would feel. This is somebody who's emotionally mature. Now, I feel this person was single, but I feel they weren't emotionally available emotionally for some reason, because there's this transition. But this person, like, I feel they're feeling bold. Yeah, it's about getting together, gathering, getting together, the things you have in common. They're learning something, so they're probably talking to people. Because there's a lot of communication, people talking, but it's about the two of you. The things you have in common. I see creativity, skills, what you both bring to the table. But yeah, I mean, this person is like so, oh yeah, their cup runneth over. See, offer, invitation, their cup just runneth over. It's just too good to be true, you know? But it's their own worth and value. This is someone who has kind of strict rules, because this is someone who's obviously learned the hard way. Coming on too strong, being too bold. Yeah, definitely very charming. See, finding someone attractive, you find them attractive, and now they're going, huh? You can see this. This is someone who's often attractive, very charming, very masculine too. See, a little harder on the outside. This isn't someone who wears their heart on their sleeve generally. They're not afraid to, but it's about two peas in a pod. Something very much mutual, something similar between the two of you. They're learning this. Yeah, see, they're seeing things differently now. See, preparing. This is somebody who maybe wasn't prepared. This is two people who are on different paths at a specific time. But it's about going down that path together, getting together. This person wants to see you. They want to get together. They want to try something different. They want to do things different. Put the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. But it's two people finding out how each other feel. That's what it's really about. So a little test, they're going to reach out. Yeah, this is someone who maybe felt something is off. It's like there's just no way. There's no way. It could be something from some time ago, you know, all this time in between. This person's still interested, still finds me attractive. Well, they definitely do. And I'm going to tell you, it goes both ways here. But this mutual energy, yeah, see, timing. It's about coming into alignment at the right time. So Emperor and Empress are healed. They both manifested life. These are healed people. Two people who've manifested life. They have everything they need but love. See, it's all about being prepared, being in alignment. You're in alignment with this person. You're totally in alignment. Yeah, they're going to come in and put that best foot forward. See, planting the seed, building the foundation. It's time to build the foundation. This is solid, reliable. Yeah, King and Queen of Wands energy. This person's a little concerned you may not be interested now. Maybe some time's gone by. Doesn't have to be a long time. It could be, you know, it could be 7 days, 7 months, 2 months. Seeing a lot of twos here. But like I say, it's a whole new cycle. Someone who's ready for a whole new cycle. They can't believe their good luck. But now, because something has turned around here, because they're looking at this, check this, and it could be this just person remembering too. The two of you checking each other out. Maybe they remember the way you were looking at them. This is often two people who look at each other and there's a little spark. But it's all about the two of you coming into alignment. You're coming into alignment here. Yeah, you can see this energy of change, but they are a little concerned. Maybe you've moved on. But this is a whole new chapter. Windfall of abundance, luck, timing. Yeah, there's going to be a victory here. It's all about this victory, this truth. And it's both people finding each other attractive, even after a long period of time. Look at people talking, some kind of gather. Oh my gosh, the shock. Something very sudden here is finding out some sort of truth. See, there are people talking here. So there could be just, it could be just this good news. Getting out, socializing. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if you just run into this person or you did run into them suddenly at some point. I'm seeing Mercury retrograde coming in. You might, if you run into this person, did you run into them during a Mercury retrograde? Because there's something spiritual here too, spiritual alignment as well. You got something in common with this person. Look at that, all about ready for new, all about ready for new here. And it has to do with new. See, shining the light, the victory, the truth, seeing the truth. Somebody here should have just told you the truth, but they're coming in to ask you out. Now, if it isn't about telling you the truth, it all has to do with coming into alignment. You're in alignment with this person. This person maybe felt you weren't at that time. Okay. Could be even yourself put on the brakes and decided you weren't ready. Or just weren't interested at that time. I mean, there's a lot of focus on work, creative pursuits. It's about building, what you're working on, what you're building. But this is about two people coming together to build something and going down this path. There's some kind of good news, people talking. There's going to be some sort of excitement here to do with new. The sun is shining. I wouldn't be surprised if someone's moved, relocated, see, working on a home, building a home, or just building their financial foundation, being prepared. Somebody's going through some sort of expansion financially. I see a creative pursuit. but it's about two people coming together, spending time together. I feel there's people been collaborating or just talking. You may even have some people that you know, mutual friends, possibly. I often see that, but it doesn't have to be. It's more about how you were both feeling, checking each other out at that time. Someone's speaking truth. So if you told somebody that you were interested in this person, you found them attractive, it's being relayed to them. But it's what they didn't know then that they know now makes them so happy. They're definitely going to be asking you out or reaching out, heartfelt message communication. It could be apology, because I actually feel this person was moving, relocating, going through some sort of expansion. And I feel some of you are still waiting. And they're finding this out. It's about coming in right, doing things the right way. This person has strict rules and protocols for dating because of things they've learned from their past. It's about going out of their league, stepping out of that comfort zone, stepping out of their league. You see, this person maybe feels that way. I mean, maybe it's yourself. Just let go of that. It doesn't serve. You see, it's all about releasing it. It doesn't serve. Oh, this person's all up in their feels. I feel both of you. So I think the feelings are mutual, but nobody said anything. See, it has to do with it wasn't communicated. Wow. Take care, everyone. I feel this is somebody heartfelt message communication. Could be online or online dating, wherever you cross paths. Like, I feel like you cross paths. If not, they're strategizing to make sure that they're in the same you are at the same time so they can cross paths. But this is about new. Okay, this is about new. Now, it's possible some of you, this person may be kind of freaking out a little bit that you may have started something new. I do think they're talking to people, trying to find out if you're dating anyone. Yeah, it could work that way too because of this. But I'm going to tell you, this is somebody heartfelt message communication. It's like a date. It's like getting together. You're going to have a conversation. They want to come together. Take care. Bye for now.